Hi guys, I am back again with one more podcast. I hope you are enjoying this series of podcasts with me and the Barians. So guys, today's podcast is going to be very much interesting, enthusiastic, and a lot of information would be there in this podcast. So in this podcast, again, I have called two students from my batch named Golden Eagles. They are very young, but please don't actually judge them all over their age because they are very young in age, but they are very much informative in terms of history. So today's podcast is all dedicated to historical events, dates, name, and all about history is going to be. So guys, we have got two names with us named Rudra and Nishan. Hi guys.
ID.
So first of all, I want you to tell something about yourself, guys.
Myself Nishant, and today myself Nishant, and I am in 8th class. My hobbies are to reading books much and history things much.
Historical things.
Historical things I like to read about books.
Okay.
So this side is Rudra and my age is about 10 and I'm in 6th class and my hobby is to play guitar and piano.
Okay, you play guitar and piano as well.
Yes,
What's your age? Actually
10.
10. Oh my god, in this early age, man, he has learned guitar and piano as well. And then, my god. So, what actually grabbed your interest towards history?
So what happened, the history has some curiosity. It is depend on the human mind how we take the history. Some people say that history is a too boring subject, can. But if we will go in the deep, some events are there that will inspire you. Like Kargil War, the people that died in the people who died in these wars. So for them, and the history is very interesting in that only, like how Hitler invaded these countries. So that is why I generally prefer this history subject.
In the history, you will learn so many things because in history we have seen a great person. So many great persons were there, and they have done very much great things in their time. We have seen Maharana Pratap at that time. That person is too brave, and you can learn so many things: confidence, braveness, and so many other things from history.
Okay, so you actually connect history with some learnings, and that's how it turns very much interesting for you. And that's a very true fact. Even I accepted when I was in my school. History used to be the most hated subject, not only mine but everybody in my class, right? And we have seen like not only in this age only, people who are 18, 19, 20, they even don't like to study history because they are very much frustrated and irritated with those dates, those big names, events, and I'm really happy and at the same time a bit shocked as well to see you very much interested towards history in this young age. That's impressive, boys. Okay, so guys, actually in this short podcast, we can't talk about everything related to history, but I have got some questions regarding some historical events which I'll put in front of you, and you simply have to answer whatever you think or believe about it. So first of all, I want to ask about 1971 war. Indo-Pak war.
So
No, but the question that comes here is that what was the major reason that it all happened?
the reason behind it was that the first Pakistan was divided into two parts.
Okay.
Like you can take the example of Uttar Pradesh and Maharashtra. They are far, they are not connected with the border. So it was like that only.
Okay.
Now the present day Bangladesh was the part of the Pakistan that was known as East Pakistan because it was on the east side.
Eastern side, yeah.
But first it was named as East Bengal, but later it was named as East Pakistan, so we will take East Pakistan.
Okay.
So at the time when the West Pakistan was having a lot of development, but the East Pakistan was not having the development. So the people rebelled against that because the thing that there isn't too much development in Maharashtra and not in the Uttar Pradesh. What is going on?
But when they both are same countries,
Yeah.
the
So
same government is there.
Yeah. So it was year of around 1970 or 1969. There was an election in that the whole Pakistan. So East Pakistan is having more population than the West Pakistan, and on that time Jinnah declared that the Urdu is the national language. Everyone has to speak the Urdu language.
Okay.
So when the East Pakistan Pakistan. Both were having the elections. So they was having the more population. The East
Pakistan
was having more population. The West Pakistan was having less population. So the people, there was 383 seats. Out of that, the 381 seats goes to the Awami League.
Okay.
And there was a 0 seats in the West Pakistan of them.
Okay, just because of the population.
Difference. Now the Awami League was the ruling party. So now that mayor or the deputy prime minister of the West Pakistan said this: we abolished the general elections. Because there was 0 votes in the West Pakistan and East Pakistan. It was having about full votes.
But majority was there.
But they abolished this. So because of this, people started protesting against it, and West Pakistan people sent the army to the East Pakistan. They started raping the girls. They started murdering the people. About 30 lakh women were raped. 90 lakh people were died. And so many people, about 10 lakh people were refused in India. So this was the main reason that in India, because of there was a war between the India and Pakistan to save the Bangladesh. We can even take the Bangladesh, our state, but we said no.
They should be an independent country.
Because they won.
So India actually involved themselves in this war just to support Bangladesh.
Yes.
Okay.
First, that the journal of our army said that now it's on that time the season of monsoon was in April, May, June. So it was a season. So it was that month only. They said no, we can't, because in the east there is a lot of rainfall. The China area is dry. The Pakistan area is also dry, because in the west area there is usually no rain. So they can attack, but in the rainy season, how we can? So they said we will train the Mukti Bahini. Mukti Bahini was a freedom force for them.
Okay. Which was elected just for the war.
For the war, for the independence of the Bangladesh. So we will train the Mukti Bahini in this later season, November, December, October. We will fight. So on 3rd of December, the Pakistan attacked on India.
Okay.
Jammu Kashmir, Delhi, that Agra airport, and so many places. And it was this much big attack that no one died. This much big.
No one died.
Okay, so actually Pakistan tried their every support and their entire power, but still they couldn't actually touch us.
Yes.
Okay.
So because of that only this happened. This war.
Okay.
And after these all stuff, that Pakistan has attacked on us again. But at that time, we have in that border, we have only 120 soldiers were there, and in the against of us, there are approximately of thousands of soldiers of Pakistan was there. In the night, Pakistan has attacked on us at that time. At the night, so in the night, India only has some fighter jets which are only works in the morning. Okay, if they can't come in night, so they
can't be flown in the night.
They can't flown in the night, and so at that time, they have continued the war with that. How much big big soldier quantity was so much, but they have used their brain over this. They have only 3 mines in. They had only 3 mines, and soldiers were also less. So they have use their mind, and they have put tiffin box on there, and they have put stones in this tiffin box, and they have put it, and they Pakistan soldiers has thought that it is a real mines. And because first they have put 3 mines, so one blast, 2 blasted, 3 blasted.
Then they thought others are also the mines, but were not actually. Tiffins with the stones were there.
So approximately 6 hours, the Pakistan
bombarded.
So, and they have researched over that it is a bomb or not. They have diffused from 6 hours. They have saw, but after in the last they have saw that there nothing like a bomb.
We fooled them.
And after that, they have continued little bit.
And they had continued.
Yeah, they have tried their best, and after after the morning was there, and all the fighters just came, and everything is blasted over there.
And then they fought from India. Nice strategy, by the way.
Yeah.
And this thing also happened. The Pakistan ran away with without their tanks, and now also that tanks are in Jaisalmer.
Okay, in the museum.
In the museum.
Right. That's something hilarious to know about, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Moreover, just after 1971, India, after this war, by the way, that war was not a tiny event that played a very vital role to shape our country, right? Because at that time there were so many soldiers who were involved, many people died even, and there was a sort of a disaster we had in our country. But when this, I would say that this fire was not even settled down of this war, again in 1975, that emergency happened. I hope you are aware about this emergency, right? So, what do you think? Like, there are many people who claim that it was a right decision taken by then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, but some people completely oppose her. So, what's your take about it, as you have read a lot? So, what do you think? What was the reason behind this emergency, and was that the right decision by Indira Gandhi?
By the way, it was not the decision. Means this emergency was not claimed by the Indira Gandhi.
Okay.
It was claimed by the President of India. In the Constitution, it is written.
Right. Only President can only bring change.
But the Indira Gandhi said we should do this emergency.
I would say the last decision was of her.
Because of her only. But see, the government of India was under her only. Prime Minister is there, the President is there. And the President, the Indira Gandhi said we should do emergency without any reason. She said. And the President signed over that.
That's what I'm saying. Eventually the decision was of Indira Gandhi ji only. Na? So that's what I'm asking. Was that the right decision, and what was the whole scenario behind that emergency?
It was not a good decision, by the way, because this emergency was of internal chaos. Because there was a lot of protest against her. What happened? That in the Delhi that High Court, that the Varanasi, I think, Prayagraj High Court, not Lucknow High Court, said that she can't run. She will be not the member of the Lok Sabha because she has so many cases over it.
She had, yeah.
And the JP Narayan, he was also the
opposition leader.
Opposition leader also. He was from Congress only. But first, Indira Gandhi divided two Congresses. Congress I, Congress Indira, Congress O, Congress Organization.
Okay.
Today also this Congress is there, Congress O, but no one think about it.
Nobody talks about it.
Because the Congress I, first I was removed. Now only Indian National Congress. The people think that is only the Congress organized by the made by the AOU.
Okay.
So because of her only, this two parts were there. So in the Congress O, Congress organization, there was a leader, JP Narayan. JP Narayan encouraged the people to protest against the Indira Gandhi because she appealed in the Supreme Court. Supreme Court, few years ago, Supreme Court, what she did, she introduced some amendments, 24th Amendment, 25th Amendment. She said that power of the Supreme Court will be decreased and the power of the central government will be increased. So that was a very big decision. And she, after a few years only, she appealed in the Supreme Court. What is going on? So when she appealed in the Supreme Court, that Supreme Court also said that now, after 6 years, you can only run the election. For 6 years, you can't. And you are also you can sit in the Lok Sabha, but you can't give any votes. You are a puppet in the Lok Sabha. You can't do anything. You are just sitting and watching what's going on. You can't even run the elections. You are not the member. You are nominated member. Even you can give the votes. Like in Rajya Sabha, there are the nominated members. So like that only. So because of this, the internal chaos against her. So there were some protests. Some slogans were there that were too much funny, like Indira Singhasan, these kind of things were there. So because of this only, she declared emergency.
Okay, just to stop those
Stop,
chaos
chaos.
against her.
But chaos against her also, and it wasn't too long. It was about 2.5 years
Yes,
emergency.
yeah.
So for that only, she declared emergency. After few years, that Supreme Court, she introduced amendments, and the Supreme Court that thing that she can't run the elections for 6 years. It was also the
It was
reversed.
also taken back, yeah.
Reversed.
It was reversed.
So because of that only, these amendments, these things, and GP Narayan, the most famous person behind this emergency was GP Narayan only.
Right.
Because of him only, this happened
Because he only raised voice against Indira
her,
Gandhi.
because she was having lots of case that she has murdered about 20 to 30 cases were against her. Think the Prime Minister is there, and against her 20 to 30 cases. So because of she declared emergency.
As per I know about it, that yeah, in Supreme Court there were many cases which she was fighting, and like I am not sure about 20 or 30 cases were there against of her.
That cases, think that 20 and 30 cases are there, but in the public they are showing 2 to 3 cases. Again, if you will check the FIR and these all stuff, so 20 to 30 cases are there.
Were there.
But in the websites, legal websites, so they only show 2 to 3 cases were there, and this thing happened. Because
So just to save her own side,
Yeah.
she played this actually strategy of
even
emergency.
the Dr. Manmohan Singh was also from the Congress side. So he supported Indira Gandhi only. There was nothing like that. Only 2 to 3 cases were there. It was also solved. So he means the people in Congress. I only say, if you will ask before the 2012 or 13, because he died, JP Narayan. So if you will ask him, he know about everything what happened, and 20 to 30 cases. There were even I don't know exact now. So that is what 20 to 30 cases were there, and with the people said in the support of Indira Gandhi, there was no cases. The only for the Lok Sabha case she is fighting, because people in the support will say about good things only.
Okay. So that was very nice, though it was very deep digging, which you actually gave information about. Okay, as we talked about 1975, let's talk something about independence, right? That as you yourself talked about Nathuram Godse, so just it struck in my mind about independence. So what do you think that who was the main reason that we got the independence? Like, I know it was about unanimous efforts. There was not only one effort, it was collective efforts of many freedom fighters. But what do you think, which event was the major event, and after that this fire of independence in the people burnt out?
Quit India movement.
Quit India
India.
Quit India movement. Like how it all, like explain it.
Quit India movement. What happened? Quit India movement, that now the Britishers has to let the India.
Had to leave the
Because it was 1942 and in 1947 we got the independence. What happened in that? People do lots of violence also, but Gandhiji was not. Non-violence.
It was non-violence.
But he didn't said anything, because we have to get the independence. It was too much late. It is about 100 years. Even Mughals has also ruled a lot over us. So that is why we want our independence. For that only Quit India movement was started. Lots of violence were there. In one day only, 24 hours only, so many leaders were arrested. There was a thing that so many leaders were arrested, so many people were arrested. So there was no space in the jails.
Okay.
There is no space in the jails. We were going any place for the small jails, and these all stuff were there. So because of that only. Now, after a few years, people started protesting. Now the Viceroy of India was replaced with the Lord Mountbatten, and he was supporting that also. And World War II was end in the 1945.
45, yeah.
And then there was a general elections before that only in the Britain, and they said we will give independence to these countries like India, and Pakistan. These are
No,
stuff.
Pakistan was then the part of India.
But no, there was a lot of that violence, like Muslim League. They were saying,
Actually, that time the idea was introduced to
But-
separate the two nations.
yeah. So that is why they said we will give these independence.
Independence. Mm.
Then they won,
Hmm.
and now that party is the conservative party.
Mhm.
Now of the Rishi Sunak party is that only,
Okay.
and they only won on that thing.
Okay, since then that party has been ruling.
No,
And-
means some fluctuations were
Okay,
there.
okay, some fluctuations.
So then they become, and then before that there were another party. So when they become the ruling party, so they give independence. They replace the Viceroy of India also, the Lord Mountbatten. He was supporting the that partition because the Gandhiji, what he did, he was saying that I will make you the first president of India. Please don't do like this. The Muhammad Ali Jinnah was only the person who was responsible. So many people were responsible. The main person was the Muhammad Ali Jinnah.
Okay.
Because of him only. He said, no, we need independence, we need a new country. After that, we did the 1971 war and these all stuff happened.
Later on it all happened.
Because of Jinnah. And the Gandhiji said, we will make you the first president of India. But he didn't said, he refused these kind of things. And then the partition happened. The person behind this was so many freedom fighters were there.
Yeah.
But the main person who did a lot of effort, who introduced so many activities or the movements, he was the Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi or the Mahatma Gandhi. He introduced the Rolex Satyagraha, non-cooperation movement, and so even the Dandi March and the civil disobedience movement, the Quit India movement. But the main rule, the Congress leaders that were there, now we will say it Congress O. That we have only because of the Indira Gandhi it happened. And so this thing happened that so many leaders were there, but the main person who introduced these movements was him only.
So you find the major contribution was from Mahatma Gandhi ji.
From the Congress.
From the Congress, okay.
But the main leader was
Mahatma Gandhi ji. What do you think?
I think that like we have seen so many freedom fighters were there in the ancient time, that when the independence was there are a lot of freedom fighters were there, and we have talked about them, but the main three were there. We all know that the three are the main. After these, like Bhagat Singh and Rajguru, and these three were there, and because of that three only, after they have died, all the Indians, or you can say all the freedom fighters were protesting over the like Britishers, because they have saw that our main main freedom fighters were only died. So we have also do something.
So we had to do something. So you find Bhagat Singh, Rajguru and Sukhdev made the major contribution, because after their capital punishment, after they were hanged, people actually got outraged and they turned rebellion, right? And you find Mahatma Gandhi ji. Though, like what I believe, what we all believe right there, that each and every person who was the part of that Indian independence deserves this appreciation, because that's why we are sitting here and doing whatever we want. We are all liberal now. We can do what we want, right? So the all credit goes to each and every freedom fighter because of them. But yeah, we can see these people are the inspiration. We still talk about them, right? If you go to any school, any government office, you will see their pictures hanging on the walls.
But that person who was rebelling in the non-cooperation movement, he was also the freedom fighter. In the Quit India movement, he was also the freedom fighter. Because he did something for his independence. Have you listened that story of the Ramji? That the squirrel was also giving it dust particles.
Dust particles, yeah.
But
right.
she did is something. So
actually, there was 1% contribution, but 1% matters when it is about 99%. But when you have something for 99%, that 1% only helps you to fill that gap or to bridge that gap. 99 to 100. So that's very true. Even the less efforts, small efforts, and tiny efforts matter. Doesn't mean who is doing it, how is doing it. So yeah, that matters a lot, and we really respect all the freedom fighters who have actually given their efforts throughout that independence, and just because of them, we are sitting right there and having what we want, right? So that's nice information, huh? That's very cool to listen it from you. Okay, now let's talk about something Mughals. Let's move our topic to the Mughals. As we have seen, India was ruled first by the Mughals, then we had Britishers, then we turned secular and we actually got independence. So, what do you think that how it all like? Do you find that Mughals, when Mughals were there, when they were ruling us, that time was better than the Britishers?
We can say in some rulers, like Akbar, he was a very great king, but he did some things. That is why he say means he was a normal king. He was a good king, but there was a situation. It was condition of the people were better than the Britishers at that time. On that time,
Okay, people were listened.
yeah.
Okay, there is one more question I have got. It has always been very much confusing. Some people support Akbar, some people completely go against of Akbar. As we have seen when we talk about Maharana Pratap, the story of Maharana Pratap, there Akbar is known as the biggest suspect, right? We have seen Akbar has been actually, what we say, has been portrayed as the villain in the story of Maharana Pratap. But on the other hand, we have seen some positive images of Akbar as well. So what do you think? Was he the right person or not?
He was a good person also and bad person also.
Okay,
in
he
some
had
matters.
dual personality.
Yeah. Because in like Maharana Pratap only, he did a battle, so many battles. Then only he won, na. So means he was a with some Hindu kings, the Bodh kings, and these all stuff happened. Then only become. So he was a little bit bad king also. And
No,
he
but at that time, fighting and being the part of battle was normal. That was the part of our culture even. So how you can say that Akbar did wrong? That he defeated our Indian kings, our Hindu kings, both kings.
see he didn't defeated
He
Maharana
didn't
Pratap.
defeat. Huh.
Maharana Pratap. People say it is about the government, but government will write in the NCRT.
NCRTs, right.
They will write Akbar was a great king, like Akbar the Great. Akbar was a great king. He defeated the Maharana Pratap. Actually, the Maharana Pratap defeated him. Even after 20 years, Akbar can't fight with him.
He couldn't fight, yeah.
But when we see that Akbar was a bad king because he also killed so many people. That was means saying against the people that like Mewad was there of the Maharana
Maharana
Pratap.
Pratap.
People were going there and fighting against him. So he also killed. So the people say it was the part of the culture. So it was a part of a culture, but not that much violence that he did. Every Mughal king did a lot of violence.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Like he fought a battles, so like battle of Panipat also. So that was only the thing which was happening. That is why he is known as a neutral king, dual nature king.
Dual nature king, yeah.
You see?
Mahabharata, Ramayana, and others.
You see?
So what do you learn out of there? As there are a lot of deep learnings coming out. Like if we talk about Mahabharata, so Mahabharata is all about a pool of learnings, right? So what do you think?
I personally believe about Mahabharata. If we will see Mahabharata, in there sometimes we have seen that like the Pandavas were not they are sometimes they are also defeated because it was a very big war.
Battle, yeah.
Battle where they have continued for several days and like sometimes we have seen the Kauravas were also defeated, but at the last we have seen the like truth has won at the end of the
So
time.
this is the great learning.
Yeah.
That be truthful.
Yeah, because a main character was also there. Abhimanyu was also died at that time, and all the sons of Pandavas were also died at the last.
Pandavas or Kauravas?
Kauravas.
Kauravas were died.
No, the Pandavas.
5 Pandavas.
Sons.
5 Pandavas.
Okay, the sons. Okay, sons. Okay,
Sons
got it,
were
got it.
died, and Abhimanyu was also died
Haan,
at that
Abhimanyu
time.
was dead.
So at that time we have also learned that we have Abhimanyu has tried at the last also. Like he has took the wheel of what we say Rath. in Hindi. That he has took and he has fighted at the last. So,
Till last.
yeah.
What about you?
And I think so. These stories like Ramayana, Mahabharata, and so many things were there. So from Mahabharata, there was a part named the Bhagwat Gita. I have also read this book. It was a very great book.
Have you completed it?
Yes,
Oh my god.
two to three times.
2 to 3 times. So did you start it when you were 3 years old?
No, the means it's not that much long.
Okay, you are from Kurukshetra, I guess.
Yes, the
Oh, okay. You are actually from the land of Mahabharata,
Yes.
where that battle was fought.
it was not fought in the only the area of Kurukshetra.
Uh-huh.
From Jind to Karnal and so many areas were there. So that is why. So what happened that in Geeta also that leave it all the things of the world, be in the life, in the real life, in your mind. This mind is conscious mind, and if you will give some emotions, that if you will people will scold you, you will be sad. Be guilty about it that people are scolding you, but don't be like that. They will say you are too much bad, so don't ignore it, because from you will say this line that she has said that you are looking very bad, you are looking very bad thing or anything, so you will be sad. You should not be, because it's kind of things that people are controlling you. It's very bad thing from
Right.
Ramayana that the we have to be. This moral is that the one bad thing
Can,
will make you die.
can destroy you completely.
Yeah, because in Ramayana, what happened? That the Sri Ramji killed the Ravan. He was a very great sant or the rishi.
Priest.
He was a priest.
Yeah.
He was a devotee of the Lord
Lord
Shiva.
Shiva.
So that is why he was a great person. But because of his one bad thing, he was
One bad
destroyed.
and a wrong action.
He was destroyed.
Not only he, the entire family was destroyed of him.
Yeah.
Even the son, the brother,
Yeah,
the
brothers.
whole dynasty.
Family, except of one.
Vibhikshan.
Vibhishan.
Except of Vibhikshan, we see the entire dynasty
Was
was
destroyed.
destroyed by Ram.
Because of Vibhishan only, now the sons of the Ravan are going on. Means there is some people, they are
Oh.
Brahmin only. They are from that demon one, because they were the sons of the Ravan.
Ram,
So,
yeah.
but
Ancestors.
they are because of the Vibhishan only they are.
The offspring of their family, you can say.
Yeah, if the Vibhishan will be in the
Ravan side, so yeah, he would have been killed. Yeah, then.
yeah, and
I
there
think.
will be no kind of the family.
Right. So that was nice talking to you, man. Like I really feel that these two kids, like you people are so good in terms of history. Like I don't believe that a 10-year-old guy or 11-year-old guy would ever have this much of information with them. And if it is about history, so people generally run away from it. And you people are actually into it, and in this early age you have learned all these things. This is just amazing. I am so happy, I'm so shocked at the same time. Like, thank you so much, yaar, for coming and for being the part of our English Academy. So guys, actually I have got a lot of questions about history because I really want to enlighten myself with them. But as time crunch we have got. But don't worry, we'll come up again with these people with some more information regarding history. We'll continue this podcast maybe in the part 2. Let's see when exactly we'll shoot it out. And thank you so much, Rudra and Nishant. Rudra or Rudra?
Rudra.
Rudra. Okay, thank you so much, Rudra and Nishant, for being the part of this podcast. And thank you so much for you for connecting us and watching this video till the end. And stay tuned for more information like this. I'm going to be there with some more podcasts in the future for sure. And thank you so much for supporting us. Bye.